Look at that fourth line. This is so powerful. It is our function to remember him on earth as it is given us to be his own completion in reality. So what does that mean? It's our function to remember the Christ presence on earth. And we find that in each person, as it is given us to be his own completion in reality. We want to complete that, and that's kind of what this lesson is all about, this holy instant, what I give to you, because I want to know my will and my way and who I really am. And how we do that is by remembering that awareness in every experience we have on earth. Then that sixth line or sixth paragraph, we come in honesty to God and say we did not understand and ask him to help us learn his lessons. Isn't that true? Through the voice of his own teacher. How many times I don't know how to do this. I don't understand this course. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to apply this. I don't know how to forgive that person. This is just beyond me. I don't know what to do in any of this circumstance or situation. And that's what's so honest about this. You in honesty, we come to God and we say, we just don't know. We have no idea. That's where you get down on your knees and say, I'm done trying to make it all work. I need something. It does. It does. Because our ego says, no, you can do it. And what this says here is the reason why we don't come to God, the Course often says, is because we don't think he likes us. We think that maybe we've disobeyed him. And we have an awful lot of scary stories in the Bible. If you're in this Western world, this may be. And maybe even if you're not in this, maybe you have other religious leanings where God can be somewhat wrathful. You know, what this is saying is we come in honesty, we say we don't know. And what does it say? Would he hurt his son? Would he hurt his son? Or would he rush to answer him and say, this is my son, and all I have is his? I've said this before. Christianity gives us really two creation stories. It gives us in the Old Testament the Adam and Eve creation story where God is not a very nice guy. Eat an apple and you're kicked out, right? Get tempted by Eve and you're kicked out. Then we have the New Testament that really came to replace the Old Testament. And in that, the creation story is really the prodigal son. That's the creation story. The son wanders away from the father who gave him everything, thinks he can do it on his own. And when he fails, he comes back, but there is no retribution in God. There is no retribution in the Father. The Father welcomes the Son back and says, we'll have a party. You're home. You were lost, but now you're found. And that's the same thing the Course tries to get us to realize. That's the God we're talking about. The God where there's no punishment in anything that you have done, and it's time to come home. But we don't know that. Because we want to hold on to, well, he may forgive me, but I can't forgive him, and I can't forgive her, and I can't forgive that, and I can't forgive them, and I have a lot of issues that are going on in my life. Well, we need help. That's where we need that holy instant to let that transform us. But not because God is not having faith in us. Be certain he will answer thus, for these are his own words to you. You're my son, and all I have is yours. And more than that, can no one ever have. For in these words is all there is, and all that there will be throughout all time and eternity.